very good evening to you and welcome to Business at 9. I am Terry-Ann Chibet. Now, geothermal energy has outpaced hydroelectric power to become Kenya's main source of electricity. Data from the Kenya Electricity Generating Company, KENGEN, shows that geothermal power currently contributes 51% of the national power generation. And as Patrick Igunza now tells us, President Uhuru Kenyatta will this Thursday commission 2 geothermal power generation units that will produce 140 megawatts of electricity.
Last October, President Uhuru Kenyatta commissioned a 140 megawatts geothermal power plant in Olkaria, Naivasha, a move that bore the promise of reduced electricity costs. The Kenya Electricity Generating Company, KENGEN, has said that the cost of power has reduced over the last 4 months, with the fuel cost charge having dropped by 65% so far.
That huge reduction from 722 in August to 251 Kenya shillings per kilowatt hour in February is largely the contribution of the 280 megawatts.
Geothermal power is now the biggest contributor to the national grid at 51%, followed by hydroelectricity at 36%. According to KENGEN's managing director, a further decline in the cost of power is largely dependent on the performance of the short rains season.
It would help them displace even a little more fuel, and you could then see a reduction in the FCC, which is the fuel cost charge, as a result of the hydro coming up.
Kenya has been shifting from hydroelectricity owing to its dependence on the increasingly erratic weather patterns. Hydroelectricity once accounted for up to 67% of the country's power generation. Patrick Igunza, Citizen Business, the digital edition.
Nairobi Governor Dr. Evans Kidero has distanced himself from the financial troubles bedeviling Mumias Sugar Company. In a statement, Kidero, who served as Mumias Sugar's managing director between the year 2003 and 2012, has said he left Mumias in a sound financial position with accumulated profits running to 14.8 billion shillings. While responding to allegations of abetting irregular sugar sales, Kidero has said Mumias operated above board during his tenure at the helm of the country's largest sugar miller. Kidero has, however, said the company's current board of directors should be held responsible for the company's sorry state of affairs. Meanwhile, Busia County is intent on establishing a dry port that will serve as a regional business hub for the East African community. Busia County Governor Sospita Ojamong has said the facility will operate along the lines of international hubs such as Dubai and Hong Kong. The governor also announced that the county is planning to host an investment conference scheduled for March the 18th to the 20th.
We are so many sectors that we are earmarking to get the investors to come to our county, the potential ones. Already we have 15 companies, big companies, which are supporting, willing to fund the Busia International Investment Conference, and many participants that are willing to come have already registered that they will be coming.
Meanwhile, Dubai-based airline Emirates plans to hire over 11,000 new members of staff over the next 1 year. In a statement, the airline has said that it plans to increase its staff by 6% by March 2016. Emirates says it will recruit talent in such areas as flight operations, engineering, airport services and corporate functions. The airline estimates that about half of the new recruits will comprise cabin crew. This as the airline gears up to receive at least 20 new aircraft this year. Emirates is the largest airline in the Middle East and the world's 4th largest, operating 3,500 flights every week. Meanwhile, at the currency market, the Kenyan shilling has eased slightly against the US dollar. According to the Central Bank of Kenya, the home currency is trading at an indicative rate of 91 shillings and 48 cents. That's buying 91 shillings and 62 cents selling. Against the euro, the Kenyan shilling is exchanging at 104 shillings and 39 cents buying, 104 shillings and 59 cents selling, while exchanging at 141 shillings and 17 cents buying, 141 and 42 cents selling, versus the sterling pound. The Kenyan unit is largely unchanged against its regional counterparts, trading at 7 shillings and 41 cents, buying 7 shillings and 50 cents, selling against the Rwandese franc. To the Tanzanian shilling, the Kenyan unit is exchanging at 19 shillings and 86 cents, buying 20 shillings flat, selling, and at 31 shillings and 26 cents, buying 31 shillings 42 cents, selling versus the Ugandan currency. Well, and that's how we wind up a look at the day's business news. I am Terry Ann Chibet. Have a good night.